this is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
With no fees or minimums on checking accounts, it's no wonder that Capital One Bank Guy is so passionate about banking with Capital One. If he were here, he wouldn't just tell you about no fees or minimums. He'd also tell you about how Capital One cafes are open 7 days a week to assist with your banking needs. Yep, even on weekends. It's pretty much all he talks about, in a good way. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bankguy. Capital One N.A., member FDIC. Hey, and welcome to The Short Stuff. I'm Josh. There's Chuck. There's Jerry. Let's get to it. Giddy up.
Draw,
indeed.
Pew, pew, pew.
That's pretty good. That's
Laser.
a little pea shooter.
I don't
A
know
laser.
what that is.
That's right.
So we're talking about the gunfight at the OK Corral. I've been there. You ever been there?
No. You've been there?
Sure.
Wow. What's it like?
Dusty.
I'll bet. I was going to say dusty.
Hot.
Were there tumbleweeds?
Sure, everywhere.
Varmints?
Oh, you wouldn't believe the varmints. Rapscallions,
Sure.
sarsaparilla,
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
Nice. Have you ever tasted sarsaparilla?
Sure. Isn't it kind of like root beer?
That's what I've always thought, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I had one back then, but I don't remember that. That's when I was a child.
Okay.
But we are talking about the gunfight at the OK Corral, the very, famous gunfight between the Earps and Doc Holliday and the Cowboys. A very simplistic way to look at this, which was in the otherwise pretty good How Stuff Works short article, is, the Earps were the good guys and the bad guys were the other guys.
Wrong.
But there's some nuance there because the Earps, and I think like most lawmen of the time out west,
They were criminals too.
sometimes.
They were the thing that differentiated them was the badge and the fact that they were able to enforce the law.
Yeah, and not to say that they were all awful people and they were horse thieves and, no good cusses, as this article says, for the bad guys. But there was definitely, I think it was kind of few and far between where you had a truly just and righteous lawman.
Well, so Wyatt Earp, he had been run out of California for horse thieving, so he was an actual horse thief. He moved to Wichita, and he was a marshal there for 3 years before he was run out of Wichita for corruption. And then he ended up in Tombstone, where his brother Virgil was the marshal there.
That's right.
And then Wyatt and his brother Morgan became basically deputy marshals under their brother. And they kind of selectively enforced the law. But when it came to those cowboys, the Clanton gang is another way to put it. They enforced the law extrajudiciously very frequently.
Yeah, they also had a buddy named John Henry Holliday.
He's from Griffin.
Went by the name of Doc. Oh, was he?
Yeah, his dental office is still in Griffin. Really? I think it's like your museum now.
So he was he was good with a gun and not shy with the trigger finger. And we should mention the bad guys. He said the Clanton gang was a man named Billy Claiborne, and then Ike and Billy Clanton, and then Frank and Tom McLaury. And
they weren't just like, low-life cowboys. They were actually from wealthy ranching families, from what I understand.
Yeah, but, it was sort of a thing back in the day.
Which I guess you could still be a rich lowlife.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? They're everywhere. These two groups of men did not like each other, though. For a full year in Tombstone, they really went through a population explosion when someone found not gold in them Dar Hills, but silver.
Good enough.
Good enough at the time. And they said, we need some law enforcement. And it was literally the Wild West out there at the time. I know that word is used a lot. Like it's the Wild West in podcasting.
Yeah.
With all these shootouts.
Sure. Varmints.
You know who's quick on the draw is that Roman Mars.
Sure.
Man.
Pew, pew.
That guy's good.
Yeah.
But they went to the town leaders, and they had a lot of the town leaders on their side. They went to Virgil and Wyatt Earp. It's like, you guys are, good enough, I guess.
Yeah.
You've done it before.
Yeah.
And you're not afraid to shoot someone in the face.
Right. So go shoot him in the face.
Right.
Earp boys. So you've got like this history of run-ins between the Earps and the Cowboys. There was bad blood between them. I read elsewhere that Wyatt Earp had designs on becoming sheriff of a neighboring town or a neighboring county.
Yeah.
And so he wanted to make his name by bringing the Clanton gang down.
Mm-hmm.
So he actually went to Ike Clanton and said, hey, why don't you turn on your brother and the rest of the gang members, and I'll make sure that you get off, scot-free. And apparently,
he said, what did you say?
Apparently, Ike was thinking about it. That was a great cattle rustler right there. But Ike was thinking about it, but he ended up not doing it. So Wyatt realized that he was in a bit of a pickle here because it would harm his reputation if it was found out that he was making under-the-table deals with bandits.
Yeah.
And so he decided that Ike needed to go. The evidence against him, Ike, needed to be rubbed out. So that's basically, from what I saw, that actually led to this gunfight at the OK Corral, that the Earp boys were spoiling for a fight. They were actually stalking the Clanton gang that day.
The Earps?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, well, let's take a break.
Okay.
And we'll come back and talk about what happened at not high noon, but about 3 o'clock. I guess it was high noon somewhere.
Yeah.
On October 26, 1881.
Hey everybody, we're here to talk to you about Wayfair, who believes that spaces should be functional, they should be comfortable, they should be well designed, and they can be well designed by you with their help.
Your updated space should feel more comfortable, inviting, and practical for everyday use. And we're talking about outdoor seating. We're talking about grills. We're talking about major appliances. If you need storage solutions, Wayfair can help you out. Patio lighting, rugs, decor. It is your one-stop shop for home.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting nice out, so it's time to think about living outdoors for the next few months. And Wayfair knows that outdoor furniture, it's heavy, it's intimidating to assemble. So Wayfair has stepped in and said, we're going to handle the hard part so you don't have to.
That's right. You can shop Wayfair Verified, your shortcut to the good stuff. And that means their team of product specialists are going to vet everything by hand using a 10-point inspection, testing things like, quality materials, functionality, and features, and even how long it takes to build that piece of furniture. And the overall experience save time, reduce hassle, and improved convenience.
Patio season is here, and these deals won't last. So head to wayfair.com right now to get your outdoor space ready for way less. That's WAYFAIR.com.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Hey everybody, I want to talk to you a little bit about Tide Evo because it represents over 10 years of innovation and product development. Tide Evo is a first-of-its-kind technology where tens of thousands of minuscule fibers are spun together to form a 6 times powerful layer packed with scrubbers, brighteners, pre-treaters, and fresheners. And that's going to deliver a breakthrough clean that's so powerful it feels like magic.
Yeah, it is kind of like magic. Tide Evo is revolutionary. A 100% concentrated, waterless laundry tile that's made of compressed microfiber soap layers rather than liquid or powder. And it's not like pods or sheets because it uses 6 layers of detergent fibers to deliver superior cold water cleaning without plastic packaging of any kind. And it provides a mess-free, lightweight solution that dissolves lickety-split. So whenever you run into a laundry challenge, turn to Tide Evo. It's revolutionary. It's magic. Try new Tide Evo. Real laundry magic.
All right. So here's the deal in Tombstone.
Uh-huh.
It was against the law to carry weapons in Tombstone in 1881.
That's silly.
Which is shocking.
Yeah. Don't they know about the Second Amendment?
I know. So Virgil Earp, and Virgil was he was the marshal at the time. He said, "Cowboys, you know you're not supposed to have your guns." And there was some other run-ins that day. There were a couple of violent pistol whippings. Ike Clanton and Tom McClary were kind of beat down by the Earps earlier in the day.
Yeah, I didn't see anything about that elsewhere, but
well, it basically came to a head at about 3 o'clock on October 26th. And this is crazy to think about, but the gunfight at the OK Corral lasted about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
There were about 30 to 40 shots fired between, how many guys was it? 6?
No, I think it was more like 8 or 9.
but estimates say that they were about 6 feet apart from one another.
Can you imagine?
They were just in a little circle, basically.
It'd just be like,
shooting
stop,
at each
stop,
other.
Stop, quit, stop.
I'm surprised they all didn't end up dead.
A couple of them did. I know that both of the Clanton brothers ended up dead, right?
Billy Clanton died, and then both McLaury brothers.
Oh, okay.
So 3 of the Cowboys died.
None of the Earps died, but Wyatt got off scot-free. He had no scratches on him. Virgil almost died. He got shot through the back and just narrowly missed his spine, right?
No, that was Morgan.
Okay.
Virgil got hit in the leg.
Okay.
But yeah, Morgan, it just was like a through shot.
But I mean, ooh.
I know. I'm sure that felt great.
Yeah.
Doc got a little scrape, and I think he said, like Wyatt, this is Kevin Costner.
But yeah, that's some pretty terrible shooting right there.
From 6 feet away?
From 6 feet, right?
Yeah.
So, that's basically like closing your eyes and just firing like in a direction, that level of contact.
Yeah, you would have seen my boot spurs running in the other direction,
right,
in a zigzaggy pattern.
So the shootout at the OK Corral lasted 30 seconds. It was not at high noon. And another little known fact is that it wasn't even at the OK Corral. It was in a vacant lot behind the corral between a boarding house and a photo studio.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that.
It's true.
Was it in Olin Mills?
Yeah. Afterward, Doc Holliday went and got a picture where it's like face on, and then up in the corner he's looking off into the moon.
So here's how it apparently went down. It's like I said, those brothers, or McLaury and Clanton, had been pistol whipped earlier in the day. The Cowboys came into town pretty ticked off about this and kind of looking for a fight, supposedly. Mm-hmm. But also, supposedly, the Earps were just like waiting to start a fight with these guys.
Yeah, actually, the Earps were almost charged with murder for a second there. I think Ike, you said Ike survived, right?
Yes.
Ike Clanton, a couple days later, formally accused the Earps of murder, basically saying that they had ambushed the Cowboys.
That's right. There were a lot of eyewitnesses, but there was one kind of apparently really important eyewitness named Addie Borland. Mm-hmm. And she said, quote, "I didn't see anyone holding up their hands. They all seemed to be firing in general on both sides.
Right.
They were firing on both sides at each other."
Right. So what historians think actually happened is that the Earps came upon the Clantons, who were caught by surprise.
Right.
And the Earps said, "Drop your weapons or we'll start firing." Right? Yeah. They actually said it out loud, but then started firing before they even had a chance to drop their weapons. The Clanton gang starts firing back.
Right.
But again, they were ambushed, they were caught by surprise, and they weren't given a chance to actually surrender. And so there were kind of some things in there in the favor of a case of murder against the Earps. But the thing that got them off is that earlier witnesses had overheard the Clantons saying that they were going to kill the Earps.
Right.
So the Earps were like, see, this is all just self-defense.
Yeah, and there was an actual hearing because of that call for murder.
Old-timey name, please?
Justice of the Peace Wells Spicer.
Beautiful.
Had a hearing, and he basically said, no, you know what? It seems to me like they were well within their rights as marshals and what they called special policemen to do their duty. And because of Addie Borland's testimony, and, Ike Clanton came out and he had his own testimony, but it looks like they just, it was frontier justice. They sided on the quote-unquote law.
Yeah. I think Ike Clanton said that he and his brother and gang members had their hands up and were still fired upon. And
supposedly,
like Addie Borland were
at least one of them might not have had a weapon, depending on who you ask.
Right.
On the Cowboy side.
Yeah. So that's how it went down. The gunfight at the OK Corral in a vacant lot at 3 p.m.
That's right. And later on, there was an assassination attempt on Virgil Earp in December of that same year. Morgan Earp was murdered in a billiard club in early 1882. And everyone is like, well, this is clearly the work of Ike Clanton. Although, who knows, because it's frontier justice. It could have been anything. He could have snored too loud.
I'm sure the Earp brothers had more enemies than just Ike Clanton, but people still suspect that it was him.
And as for Clanton, he was killed in 1887 in the Arizona Territory by a detective, and Wyatt Earp lived until 1929, to the ripe old age of 80, where he died. Mm-hmm. Where else? Los Angeles.
where he was a DJ and a sometime music producer.
That's funny.
That's it for Short Stuff, everybody. If you want to get in touch with us, send us an email. You have to go listen to the regular episodes to find out where to send it to. Short Stuff is out.
Stuff You Should Know is a production of iHeartRadio's How Stuff Works. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.